warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, in this video, we will learn about passive voice. Please take note and get started.
Before, anyone know what is passive voice? Well, passive voice is the opposite of the active sentence. Passive voice is a passive construction occurs to make the object of an action into the subject of a sentence. Johnny loves ice cream is active sentence and ice cream is loved by Johnny. It is the passive. A teacher broke a book. A book was broke by a teacher. So that is passive voice. And now we're going to the grammatical structure of passive voice. Passive voice is noun with to be plus past participle, or we say verb 3. The forms of to be are: am is are for present tense, was were for past tense, be for future tense, been for perfect tense, and being for continuous tense. You need the form of this plus past participle or verb 3. For example, take, took, taken. Taken is the past participle. Then buy, book, book. Buy is verb 1, book is verb 2, and book is past participle or verb 3. The fruits are taken by my father. A new kettle was bought by my mom. So these two sentences are passive voice because they have to be, are, and was in that sentence. Why should we use passive voice? Well, here we have 5 reasons why should we use passive voice. First, we don't want to say who or what did the action. For example, the gold is stolen. We don't want to say who is the action, who stole the gold, or maybe we don't know who stole the gold. Second, the person who did the action is obvious. For example, when he walked alone on the way home, he felt he was followed. Who followed him? I don't know. So, we use passive voice to tell it. Third, the action is more important or interesting than the person who does the action. For example, 500 motivational books will be donated to the orphanage. It is 500 motivational books will be donated. It is so many. Who is the donator? I don't know. It is not interesting in the sentence. Let's see the active sentence. Crazy Rich Malang will donate 500 motivational books to the orphanage. For the active sentence, the person who do the action is very important to make the sentence being complete. But in the passive, it doesn't important. Reason number 4 is the object cannot do the action itself. For example, thousands of Adidas shoes are sold today. Can shoes sell itself? Of course not. So it needs to be passive. Then the last is The using of passive voice is to change the focus of the sentence. If you want to say who does the action, you can use an agent with verb of by plus person. It is an optional. For example, the school was built in 183 by Mr. Z. And here, by Mr. Z is the optional information. You can say who built the school, or maybe you cannot say Mr. Z, the person who built the school. Remember, every tense has its own structure. Let's see. Well, passive voice only use transitive verbs, so that intransitive verbs cannot be made into the passive. What is transitive verb? Transitive verb is a verb that has object. Meanwhile, intransitive verb is a verb that doesn't have an object. I eat a banana. Eat is transitive verb that needs object. In this case, banana is the object of this sentence. And then, I walked alone. Here, the verb walked is intransitive verb because it doesn't need an object. So, we can change this sentence, this active sentence, into the passive. And yep, I think that's all the material about passive voice. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment box. Well, thank you very much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.